The kingdom of the West Saxons, which is usually referred to as Wessex, was an Anglo-Saxon kingdom from 519 to the 10th century, when a unified English state emerged. This map shows roughly where it was. At the time Hardy wrote his poetry and novels, there was no kingdom called Wessex that was so often the setting for his literature. In an 1895 preface to the novel, Far from the Madding Crowd, Hardy described Wessex as a merely realistic dream country. In other words, good things happened in Wessex. In Hardy's poetry, references are made to Wessex. In Drummer Hodge, the young boy was no longer happy and innocent out of Wessex. He died on the war front. During Wind and Rain, the happy occasions such as a family singing together takes place in the fictional Wessex. The joyful breakfast outside under the tree with the animals is in Hardy's dream country. The going. During Hardy's sadness and frustration because of the loss of Emma, he recollects the good times he had with her in Wessex. And the darkling thrush. With hope comes the trip to Wessex.
Hardy needed a trademark to distinguish him from other writers at the time, and this trademark was Wessex, thought to be a modern-day Dorset. This is the first map of Hardy's fictional region, which was published anonymously in 1891. This is 17 years after Wessex was first mentioned in his novel Far from the Madding Crowd, which was his fourth published novel. In his first novel, published in 1869, Desperate Remedies, Wessex had not yet been created as the setting for the story. Hardy divides the region into many areas throughout his novels, and Wessex came to be an ever-growing place since its mention. In Tess of the D'Urbervilles, 1891, we learn of Upper and Mid Wessex, and in Jude the Obscure, 1895, the existence of North, Nether and Outer Wessex becomes apparent, and finally, in 1914, Off Wessex appears for the first time on Hardy's maps.
Hardy also used Wessex as a marketing concept. When books contained detailed descriptions of the geographical region, or suggested that life in Wessex, or Dorset, was more romantic than elsewhere in the country, they were more popular. Tess of the D'Urbervilles sold particularly well due to this. So overall, Wessex is a fictional real-life place, which began as the small town of Dorchester, which was Hardy's hometown, and ended up referring to the area covered by Dorset, Wiltshire, Somerset, Devon, Hampshire, much of Berkshire and some of Oxfordshire. Hardy used Wessex in his literature to mean a happy place of fictional dreams and hope.